What's up, people? It's another edition of the New Breed Podcast, the world's best new metal adjacent podcast from two guys who are really there. I'm one half of your hosting duo, Jay Horsecow. With me, I have my partner in crime, the notorious TM Jr. Tim, how's it going?
Good, good.
We are good. We are ready for this week's episode. So this week, we're talking about the top 10 breakdowns, or maybe even we'll just retitle it to the best breakdowns ever recorded. So a bit of a disclaimer. Tim and I have touched on this in previous episodes. We are not counting Sepultura's Dead Embryonic Cells. We are not counting Domination from Pantera. Those
Yeah.
two go on the Mount Rushmore breakdowns. We're not even talking about that. So taking them out of the rotation, what options do we have? So Tim, I'm going to start with you and let's bounce back and forth. So what is in no random order? You didn't rank everybody. These are just our picks for the best breakdowns. So Tim, you go first.
All right, at the 220 mark of Propaganda by Sepultura. Unfucking believable, dude. I know we weren't counting Dead Embryonic Cells, but I said fuck it. Propaganda's going in there because that part is just so fucking sick. I absolutely love that fucking song. That record is so good. Every fucking song on that record's good.
It holds up really well. And if you go back and listen, even the stuff that's deep on the B side that
Yeah.
people may not be as familiar with. I mean, and the people who complain about Roots, I'm sorry, you can see Roots coming a mile away after watching them go from Arise to Chaos AD. You
Yeah.
can see it coming.
Yeah, that song just pretty much from 220 on is just a fucking slam part. Not slam, I mean just a mosh part. It's fucking great.
I can't believe you have timestamps. Now you're going to make me catch up on you, you bastard.
Oh, I got timestamps for everything. So people listening, you can go check it out.
It's a shame we can't do we could play them, but we would get whacked.
Yeah, we get whacked right away. I thought about doing it and then I was like, yeah, we can't do that.
Nope, nope.
All
All
right, go
right.
ahead.
So that was your first one. My first pick randomly, Lamb of God, 11th hour. The
Oh,
two
fuck
minute and
yeah.
41-second beat where they go double time and then he drops out and it's just and
Oh yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
just they just keep going and going and going. I remember that was one of the first two singles off that album were As the Palace is Burned and this. And I remember listening on the internet and getting to that point and going, what what the fuck? Like you rewind back and you listen again and you're like, yo, what is this? What is this? Yes, yes. That whole album, that whole album is
It's
really,
sick,
really
yeah.
good. Like
Yep.
I remember I ordered that. I pre-ordered the CD. I got it. It came, this is back when releases were on Tuesdays. I got it on a Friday, the Friday before. I had the apartment to myself that weekend. My roommate was off doing something. I literally spent the entire weekend playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City on my PlayStation 2, listening to this album, and then I would get in the car to go to Wawa to get food, and I would drive at 120 miles an hour. And I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill somebody. I'm gonna kill somebody. Yeah, yeah.
What a great weekend that is.
Oh, it was something else, man. The weather was nice, and I literally just listened to that album on repeat. Up fucking leveled Tommy Vercetti playing Vice City, and I would take breaks to go to Wawa and Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast. It was
There you go.
Life was good, man. Life was
That's
good.
good stuff right there. When I actually played video games, I used to love Grand Theft.
Oh, good times, good times.
All right. My next one, Bring Out Your Dead at the 118 mark by Martyr AD. Holy
Ah,
fuck. That entire record is just slams. Every fucking song has a mosh part that you just want to kick things, and
uh,
I just fucking love that band.
all right. Well, I'm gonna go back to back with a Martyr AD pick. Uh, into Stone, the
Oh,
2 minute 10 second mark. Jun, Jun,
oh
Jun.
yeah.
That was the last time, and ladies and gentlemen, I came out of Mosh retirement.
At
It was
This Is
this is
Hardcore,
hardcore,
yeah.
and I lasted for all of 8 seconds, and it was glorious.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that This Is Hardcore set? They were pretty like they weren't really tight, but them mosh parts were fucking dude. They could set
Yes,
volcanoes off, dude.
yes, yes. It was bananas. And
Yeah,
when you looked at the floor and you looked at the people, it was all people of our age core. The younger guys were in the back like, "What is this? There's a lot of big
yeah.
boys here." Yeah,
Go on fucking Hate 5 6 and watch that set. It's fucking chaos. Yeah, that set was scary, dude. I was standing there, just people were fucking kicking the shit out of my face, and I wasn't even near the pit. And I'm like, fuck, dude. That was a great experience, man. Love that band. Even the first record has so many fucking bangers on it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Um,
great fucking band. You
although
looking up
I will
timestamps
say
while we're doing this, aren't you?
I'm trying to pull them up so I can maintain appearances here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so what do you got, Tim?
Maintain appearances. So it's Martyr AD was in yours, right?
Yes. So you did Martyr, I did Martyr. Now we're back to you.
All right. Misery Signals with Luminary, the 228 mark. One of probably their best fucking mosh part of see people call them breakdowns. I just call them mosh parts because that's when people mosh.
That's fair.
Yeah, Luminary, the 2 minute 28-second mark. God damn it, that song is
And
so
that
good.
was a Carl album, right?
That's Carl's last record. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The writing on that record is so fucking good, man. I don't know. I remember Carl did an interview and he was like, I just showed up at the studio. They told me what to sing. I did it, but the record was so good. He was just like, I didn't even care that they wrote the lyrics already. It was just that good. Because that record, man, if you go back and listen to it, dude, it's really good, man.
I will admit that I had been bereft on my late stage Misery Signals. Aside from the Jesse Return album, I'm gonna go back and give it a listen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care what anyone says. Controller's their best record with fucking him. So I
I
don't
get
really
you know
care.
what? I'm gonna go back and listen to it and give it an honest appraisal because it might be just as good. It might be just as good.
Dude, Controller is fucking amazing, man. One of
Oh,
it, when it comes to that genre of metalcore, hardcore, whatever you want to call it, that shit is top notch, dude. It's so well done. Yeah, that's their best record. I will die on that fucking hill, dude.
okay. Okay. Um, Give us another one, Tim, because I know you got more than me.
Oh, here's a good one. Suffocation, Pierce from Within at the 2 minute 17-second mark. Dude.
Yeah.
Listen to it live though, with what's his name drumming. Um, what's his name? Kevin Taylor. Listen to go go on YouTube. Pierce from Within, Sick Drummer with Kevin Taylor. It's called Sick Drummer, Kevin Taylor. He fucking stands up right before, and then they hit that fucking cymbal, dude. It's just fucking bedlam. And pretty much
Okay.
that whole record just has so much. I honestly think you wouldn't have Slam without Suffocation.
Oh, you definitely wouldn't. Without suffocation, without
Yeah.
internal bleeding,
Yep.
you would have no Mortician, right?
Yeah.
Those are the OG slam bands. It wasn't called that, but that's what they were playing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Pierce from
That's a
Within, Kevin
slam part,
Talley. Is
dude.
that what I'm supposed to be looking for?
Yeah, it's called
Okay.
Sick Drummer. They just show
Oh,
him.
sick drummer. Okay.
You can hear the guitars though, but that fucking break part is so goddamn heavy. I fucking that's their best record. Is Pierce from Within.
Suffo. Pierce
Yeah,
from
that
Within.
just watch the Sick Drummer thing, dude. And when he does the blast parts, oh my god, he is such a good drummer.
Yeah, I remember watching dude. We talked about this. The tryout that he did for Slayer, where he played. What song did he play? It's the first song of God Hates Us All.
It's no, it's not Christ Illusion. It's
No, it was shit. There's definitely people yelling at the fucking yelling at
didn't
our
they
episode
tell
right
him
now.
he was too good or something?
I don't remember. It was Disciple.
Disciple, yeah.
But he is playing so hard. Like you can tell from the video that he is beating the shit out of that drum set, which is unbelievable.
Yeah, I could have swore they told him like, "Yo, man, you're just too good," and then he went to Chimera.
I mean, not unlikely. I mean, the Metallica passed on Les Claypool
That's
because he
what
was too
happened.
good.
They told Kevin Taylor, "You're really good, but you're too good for this band." And then he called Rob Arnold and said, "We have a drummer for you," and it was Kevin Taylor. And then he did that record, and then he did the tour, and then he left. I kind of wish Kevin stayed in the band because I think that's one of their best records with Kevin.
Yes, yes. Before they, and that was the self-titled, and after that was the one with the monster on the cover, right? What was that called?
Infection.
Yeah, I kind of lost interest, but that self-titled album was a perfect snapshot of well done metalcore, but it was heavy. It was heavy
Nothing
because he was
remains.
playing
Yeah.
with it. Oh yeah, one of my favorite album openers. One of
Yeah,
my favorite album
I seen them
openers.
on that tour. Great
Really?
fucking yeah. That was when they used to do the synchronized guitar swinging.
Yes.
Yeah, great fucking band. I goddamn, I love Chimera. I'm still mad that Rob wouldn't come on the show, but that was also 4 years ago when we just started. So
We were like on episode 2. We should reach out again.
yeah, we should. We should.
All right.
And I'll tell him he has no excuse this time. Big fan of your YouTube
Of your
channel.
stuff. Okay. All right, I got one. So this is another album where almost everything they do is a breakdown or a mosh part. But this is The Eternal Gates of Hell by Dead to Fall,
Oh
the
yeah,
2 minute
yeah.
45-second mark. The carnage, right? Like
Oh
this whole
yeah.
song is one big breakdown, but when Jun 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 Jun, there's something to be said about cutting down to halftime, right? I remember when again I saw them at Hellfest and the room went bananas. Like people were literally throwing shit everywhere. It was nuts. But I still love this album. It's definitely raw and less mature compared to their later stuff, obviously. But I still think this is a great album. I really do.
It is, dude. It was if you listen to it now, it's still good, but you can definitely say it's a little generic. But yeah, that mosh
Absolutely.
part is so fucking sick.
But at that time, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, at that time it's sick, but now you're like, it doesn't really hold up that much. But yeah, it's good.
Yes.
We had to add this one in, Jay. Machine Head with Davidian at 3:43. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Oh
just
my
have
God.
to.
It's so heavy.
It's even heavier live.
Yes.
That's a staple. So, you want me to go again since you have
Yeah, go again, and then we're almost caught up. Yep.
God's Hate finish the job at the 2:22 mark? Dude.
Yo, if you look up ignorance in the dictionary, you're gonna get if there was an audio dictionary that you would look up a term and it would play a song that means that term. If you looked up ignorant, you would get God's hate.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
willingly, laughably ignorant.
don't listen to the song. Go to LDB Fest and I think what was that? 20 maybe?
20
21?
or 20 was it might be 20 because remember they actually got that fest off before everybody got sick.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's professionally recorded. It sounds so fucking sick. I giggled after watching it, and I just watch it again and again and again because it starts out heavy, and then it gets more heavy, and then it just gets ridiculously heavy. It's like a 3-part breakdown.
Okay.
I think, I think if I think about newest breakdowns, that's probably the heaviest one out right now.
The only band that comes close is one of their contemporaries. It's Kubla Khan.
Okay.
Because that new Kubla Khan stuff is fun. I mean, Ampile, right?
Yeah.
At the Hammer, like their shit is heavy. It shit is
God
heavy.
damn, I wish we could play this stuff, man.
I know. Well, then again, we'd be throwing shit around in the video. It'd be terrible, terrible
Yeah.
audio. Okay, so my next pick, "Dreaming in Dog Years" by the Red Chord.
Oh yeah.
The
God
2 minute
damn,
and
man.
26-second mark. Hypertension, diabetes. I've had it all. I can't feel my legs. And then he goes, "It's not going to be all right. It's not going to be okay." And then they just fucking go nuts.
Yeah,
And
that's a great record.
I remember people again, the whole room just erupting. Hellfest, the whole room just erupting, and you're just like in the back, like, "Yo, what is this?" I terribly, terribly underrated band.
Terribly
Terribly.
underrated.
That album, Clients, and then the one after that was so it was Fused Together Revolving Doors. It was Clients, and then it was Inside the Teeth
Um,
Machine.
no, it wasn't it. Oh no, maybe that's a song I'm thinking of. So I
No,
forget.
no, I gotta look it up. I gotta look. It was the Red Chord. Hold on.
Something Tarp. What's that song?
Lay the Tarp.
Is that it?
No, that was a song. So the Red
While you're looking
Chord.
that up, I seen the Red Chord at 40 at Polanka Park. Bob used to from a Life on Sausage to book shows there all the time, and they had them there. That fucking sick band.
Uh, Pray for Eyes.
Pray for Eyes. That's
Pray
it.
for
Yep.
Eyes, and then Fed Through the Teeth Machine was the last album. Yes.
Yeah, all good stuff. But the first record is fucking phenomenal.
Oh, that was back in my Very days, where I would
Yeah.
just order a whole bunch of shit for Very Distro and Lumberjack, and I remember picking that up and not knowing what to expect, and it being so different when that came out. Now people are going to listen to Clients and are like, "What do you mean different?" Back then, that was so wildly different than what everybody else was doing.
Yeah, what's the song where it's like and then they do like the blast?
Uh,
You know what I'm talking about?
I can hear it, but I don't remember the song.
Yeah, dude, it's so
All
fucking
right, so
sick.
that's what I'm listening to tomorrow. I'm at work. Okay.
Yep, I am listening to that as well
All
when
right.
I'm
What do you got,
on my
Tim?
way back. Next I have Unearth with Incinerate at the 323 mark. This is on their record before the new one. Dude, one of the
Late catalog on
probably
Earth. Wow.
probably the heaviest breakdown they have. It is so fucking sick. And the recording on that record is so good, it just makes it even better. Listen to that record on a good pair of headphones and you will fucking thank me later. It's the opening track. It was the opening single, or it was the first single they put out for that record. And I remember hearing that part and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Don't get me wrong, the oncoming storm, and somebody wrote this in the thing I put up on New Breed. He was like, "Come on, man, that them breakdowns transcended metalcore." I'm like, "No, you're right, they did." But Incinerate is the one of the heaviest might be the hardest mosh part I've ever heard.
Okay, so I'm going to keep it with Unearth. They made my list. The Oncoming Storm song is
Is
endless,
endless, yeah,
endless, 42 seconds. I
yeah.
remember hearing that on the EP and going, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Like,
Oh yeah,
and and
yeah,
again, I was so tired of them because, like we talked about in the last episode, they played with everybody. They were on every show, and the Stings of Conscience, great album, right? Still
love it.
enjoyable. Endless was they're leaning into the metal piece and they're really leaning into it. I just remember listening to that and hearing the breakdown and just picturing a dude swinging a guitar, and I went, all right, I'm in. I'm in.
You know it's gonna be a sick mosh part when they start doing the open chords and then the kick drum comes in and goes duh, 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 duh,
Yep.
duh,
Yep.
and you're like, all right, we're gonna die. And it goes right to the China, and you're like, yep, we're dead.
Yep. Yep. Hold on. Just hold on. Here we go. Yep.
I need you to listen to Incinerate after this episode though, and to see how I just need you to
Okay.
hear how fucking disgusting that mosh part is.
Okay.
All right, next 18 Visions with Tower of Snakes at the 2 minute 15 second mark. This is on Obsession, but dude, that mosh part is fucking out of control. It came out of nowhere. They had a video for it. They just re-recorded Obsession in full.
I saw that.
And I don't think it's on streaming yet. It's on YouTube though. And it's I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. They re-recorded Vanity as well, right?
Yes.
I guess so. I know for a fact that Keith started recording because when I interviewed him, he was telling me that he just started recording. So I'm assuming that what they're doing, and it's very smart actually, is they're re-recording all the stuff that they did for the major labels
Trustkill.
and Trustkill, and I think that's their way of they're doing a Taylor Swift where she
Or
re-recorded all of her
Prince, where you
stuff.
re-record it and then you re-release it, and now it's your rights.
And
Yeah.
now it's your rights. Yeah. So it's actually very smart on
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
because if they're going to keep going, you have the rights to all of it now. You
Yeah.
control your
Yeah.
masters, which is
Yeah.
it's smart because Obsession doesn't sound terrible on the first record, but the re-recording doesn't sound that much better. I could be wrong though. I got to listen to it on headphones. I was listening to it through my phone the other day, but I just didn't have my headphones with me. So
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do a contemporary of 18 Visions. By the way, Tim and I did not coordinate this, so it's kind of funny how this is all falling together. Uh Evergreen Terrace.
oh,
No Donnie, these men are
yep, yep.
nihilist,
I knew you were going
right?
to say that. Yep.
When you are gone, no one will miss you. When you're dead, no one will cry. Jun jun
Yeah.
wee, jun jun wee. And then they do the rare thing that bands do. They bring it back later, but this time with the double bass, double kick below it.
Yeah.
And I just remember seeing that live, and everybody, the guitars are swinging, and everybody's swinging everybody else, and it's just bananas. But highly underrated, that album,
Super
Buried Alive Through
underrated
Time.
band. Yeah.
The album before that, terribly slept on.
Yep.
The opening track to that album is a fucking monster. And
I
even
love it.
I honestly, dude, the covers album that they did, Writer's Block, I mean, they cover Maniac by Michael Cimbello. They cover Mad Mad World. They
Dude,
cover
Linoleum.
Hum,
I loved it.
the Hum cover that they do.
Yeah, stars. Yeah.
It's actually great. And then they do SpongeBob SquarePants at the end as a hidden track, which is kind of funny. But yeah, that
The No Effects cover. I know people hate No Effects. Whatever. I don't really care. That Linoleum cover is so fucking good. And the Sponge cover, love it.
yes, Plowed. Yes. Yeah, they kill it.
Absolutely love
They
it,
kill it.
man.
Yep.
Great fucking band that nobody talks about.
No, and I think they're coming back, aren't they? They're doing stuff
I
now
think they
again.
are. Yeah, I fucking love Evergreen Terrace. Yeah, great fucking band. All right, should I go?
Yeah.
Serration with Greed at the 1 minute 50 second mark.
Okay.
Not the original Greed, the re-recorded Greed.
Okay.
It's on it's on the record that combines all the two EPs and the one new song.
Yeah. Okay.
I forget what it's called, but goddamn, that song is fucking sick. It's very
Okay.
short, but
I
it's so
so we
sick.
we've talked about them. Like you can put in a bucket, right? You could put Trench, a needle under the nail, Serration, a Morning Star. Um, you could throw a lot of those bands, Balmora,
Yeah.
right? A lot of those Afira bands, you can throw them in that bucket of having that contemporary metalcore sound, but they do it so well. I just remember Installation to me is just vicious. It's
Yeah.
just, I put them up with like a simulacrum where if they toured together, there would be no walls left in the venue because you'd have people literally throwing things through walls. It's
Yeah.
just that amazingly aggressive. That's a good pick.
Huge miss on This Is Hardcore, in my opinion.
Yeah. The Canadian bands, Prowl, Serration, Morningstar, even like stuff back to Stepping Stone. I know they don't play out anymore. Trench, right? Big opportunity there. All right, so
Yeah.
this is kind of a gimme, but I had to throw it in there because we already talked about Domination. This is Suicide Note Part 2 by Pantera.
Oh fuck yeah,
And
dude.
it's the literally the definition of a Jun wee.
Yeah.
Wee. I just remember that the first time I saw him play that live, I lost my fucking mind. And
Didn't they
man,
just play that live when we were there?
yes, they did.
Yep.
Yes, they
So
did.
sick. Yeah,
All right.
I mean, yeah, Hollow is, or I mean, Domination, yeah, whatever. But you have to add in certain stuff from certain bands. You just have to. I couldn't keep
Mm-hmm.
Sepultura out. I just couldn't do it. So, all right,
All right. What do you got?
this one you're gonna laugh at, but this this mosh part is so fucking well done, and then how they go into it after with the singing part is just crazy. Sleep Token, the summoning at the 1 minute 30 second mark.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. I
Dude,
agree.
that shit pounds. I what did they play that live when you seen them?
I think so. Yes.
Jesus Christ, dude. That is a mosh part for the ages, dude. Just so fucking well done. I rewound that part like 74 times when it first came out as a single. Because you're listening to it and you're like, "Oh, okay, this is heavy, a little Jenny part coming up," and then it just destroys your fucking whole life with that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
That is the shit that brings people like me out of like a mosh retirement, and I didn't even really mosh ever.
They were amazing live, and if they continue their growth, I think actually, Tim, I think they're doing it right. Do smaller venues, sell it out. Next step up venue, sell it out. Work yourself up to that arena basketball hockey stadium tour, right? I think they're doing it right because the people were going fucking crazy, and it was the wildest crowd. It was people like us. There was young people. There was older people. There was people you could tell who they just came across through fucking TikTok or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Go to
Okay.
that, man.
What do we got? So we just did Sleep Token. Holy shit! I can't believe Sleep Token made your list. I got it. Here's a nod to Mean Pete. Remembering Never. God save us. This is Little Hitler's the
Uh
2 minute and 17 minute mark. Cry
yeah.
baby cry. Jun jun
Yes.
jun 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 jun. Jun like rest in peace to Pete. His entire output, right? I mean, literally, Tim, we could have just put we could have put whole albums that count as a breakdown. Maybe we do that episode. The entire Until the End album, Blood in the Ink, is just one giant
Sick.
breakdown.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, we
this
could do that
song,
actually.
yeah, we are going to do that. I got to make a note. Whole album breakdowns. Okay, hold on, let me write this down.
A whole album breakdowns. I could think of like 10 off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, where you just, I actually have one or two coming up in the rest of my list. Yeah, I remember this. This was the first single that released off this album, and I just was like, "Yo, this is fucking great." And then again, Cry Baby Cry. One of the shows that I should have put sad, a particular show that I missed. It was Remembering Never, touring off of God Save Us. They co-headlined with Full Blown Chaos with Within the Grasp of Titans.
Yep.
You can't tell me that fucking album isn't amazing.
My old hardcore band played that tour.
Oh,
We
no shit, really?
we played right before Full Blown. Yep.
Wow. That was at the church, wasn't it?
No, this was in Delaware.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I have a. I'll show you a video of our set.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I have it. But yeah, full blown. It's funny. I'll tell you the story after because I don't want to. I don't want. I fucking love what's his name. Ray is fucking hilarious. He was kind of a dick back then, and I've talked to him about it, but I don't want to bring up past shit on the podcast. So I'll tell you after this though.
All right.
Oh, okay. My turn here. The 36-second mark of Fire of Night by Caliban off of Vent, dude.
I thought you were going to go with Vent. Okay.
I could go with Small Boy in a Gray Heaven, but yeah, Vent has some of the hardest mosh ever. Like I said before, I think they are the purveyors of the mega mosh stuff. I think after they put out Vent, everybody was like, all right, we got to match this now. Because that's a record right there of just all mosh parts. And
Okay.
I really think they did it the best. Germany, Eurocore stuff, yeah. Out of Eurocore bands, yeah, they killed it. Every fucking so to me, they are probably the most talented back then in the late '90s, early 2000s.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we got dude. We have a hell. You have to send me your list when you're done because I'm going to put it in the show notes because I want to go back and listen to some of this stuff. My next pick, Dying Fetus, In the
Oh,
Trenches.
is that the song?
Yes, it's off of Reign Supreme, the red
Okay,
and
okay,
yellow
yeah,
cover.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
Where
okay.
I remember the first time I listened to this, I downloaded it, I put it on my iPod. I'm mowing the lawn, and it's the dun 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 with the treble bass run, and then he goes, and then it's John John. John. I remember Tim driving my mower, and I actually stopped because it was one of those breakdowns that you could see coming a mile away, and I went. And I stopped the mower and I'm sitting there as it's idly going, there's no way they fucking do. Oh my God, they did it. Because all like when I saw them live, people were literally dancing. Like for a band that's kind of hard to dance to, right? This was fucking great. Fucking great.
You just reminded me of something too, because in the Caliban breakdown I just talked about, what makes it so heavy, and I think it compares to the Fetus song you're talking about. They do the chug parts, but in between the mosh part, they extend the palm mute, so they go dun 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 dun, like they extend the
Mm-hmm.
palm mute, and it's so devastatingly heavy. That's what I think makes that Fetus break so heavy as well.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
I don't know if it's considered extending the palm mute, but they hold the palm mute
Yeah.
like heavier or longer than they usually would, and you'll hear it and you'll know what I mean.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. What do you got next, Tim?
I can't believe you did not say this, and it might be your last one. Memphis Will Be Laid to Waste by Norma Jean.
Oh, how did I miss that one? That she said we will
Dude,
not die, right?
yeah, that whole fucking song is a mosh part.
That
Remember, I was like, I missed one thing before we started. That was
mhm.
so I had to find where it started.
Okay.
It's at the
Okay.
116 mark. That song after that mosh part is one of the most well written records ever.
S- y- yes, surprisingly mature for a band that was their first full length, right? Did
Yeah,
they
dude.
do an EP before that? I think they were
Yeah, it
Looney
was called
Chris, right?
Ludacris. Yeah,
Yeah,
yep. That they were like 18 maybe.
yeah. Do you remember that the Furnace Fest video where he crawls onto the drum riser?
Yeah.
Right, that's back when Josh Scoggin was singing for them.
You know what we forgot, dude?
What do we forget?
We forgot the band. Now I forgot what the band's called. God damn it! I'll
Dude, we
think of it.
forgot we forgot Zayo, right?
Yeah.
We forgot Most Precious Blood with Effigy in Effigy, right?
Yeah.
Like
Evan Brewer's first band when they were 16.
Animosity.
Animosity. We'll save that for the whole thing because that whole
Yeah,
record's
we've got to
ridiculous.
go back and do it. Okay, so I'll do my last pick. My last pick, no surprise to this one. Bury Your Dead, 33 RPM off of You Had Me at Hello. Uh the 1 minute 37 mark. Dun 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 dun
Uh-huh.
dun dun dun. And they get
Yep.
dun 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 dun. I'm so glad I got to see them tour off that album because it was fucking bonkers.
Was that the truck?
No, it was up in North Jersey. This was Bury Your Dead and Remembering Never. I think it was at Club Crow. Rob, it was one of those things that Rob got tickets from WSOU and we ended up there.
I've seen Bury Your Dead at the truck when what was that record called? with all the what's his name song titles.
Cover Your Tracks.
It was Cover Your Tracks. Yeah. Who was it song titles after?
Tom Cruise movies.
Tom. Yeah, yeah. I seen that tour. I just forget who it was, but it was at the
It
Troc.
was, I got you. It was Bury Your Dead.
Okay.
It was the Acacia Strain.
Yep.
It was Premonitions of War.
Okay.
And it was, I think it was the Red Chord.
Oh, that was Acacia Strain for the 3750 tour.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Acacia Strain, Bury Your Dead tour.
And Life is Very Long. They play tracks off of that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I remember this now.
Yes.
That's
Um,
another record with crazy
I was
breaks.
wrong. When I saw Bury Your Dead, it was Bury Your Dead, Scars of Tomorrow, Perfect
Ooh,
Circle, Perfect Murder.
I think I might have been at that as well. Dude, there's so many shows at the Troc, man. I couldn't.
Dude, you could have just shown up. You could have just shown up at the Troc on any random night and guarantee you there was
A good
something good
hardcore
going on.
show. Yeah, yeah. I got one more. You done?
All right. Yep.
Nobody's gonna know this one. It's not on streaming. I could send it to you if you like. So, do you remember the band Misera, West Virginia band?
Yes. Yes.
They had that band Attack at Dawn. They had Misera.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so they put out a demo of a band called Cries of the Dying. It's a 3-song demo. There's a track called Motivation Conflict at the 1 minute 55-second mark. That is so fucking disgusting. I will send it to you.
Yeah. Send it to me.
It is fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna Dropbox it. I'm gonna put it into the Google Drive for you.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
3 songs. It came out in 2004 maybe. But dude, all 3 of the songs just have like them fucking world-ending mosh parts in there. That's what we used to call them back then, like world-ending mosh parts or like train wreck breakdowns. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
shit
I
is
got you.
crazy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to. You know who might have it on their YouTube is fucking Adam. He might have it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up when we're done this episode real quick.
Yeah. He might be. He might have it. Yeah. Or I don't know. I mean, is that something that would show up on SoulSeek? No, not really. Like SoulSeek, you kind of gets lost with like the real. I was trying to find a 3-song EP by an engineer side project called No Allies, No Surrender that I remember
Oh,
having back in the day.
I think I have that.
I can't find it. Can't find
I'm
it.
pretty sure I have that.
If you
Yeah,
do, send it to me.
I haven't heard engineer in forever. I can't even believe you brought that up.
Dude, all that old shit rattling around there. Okay, so yeah, we do you think we could do a part 2 of this, Tim?
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay, so we'll come back after we do an album full of breakdowns, which will remove the bands that could be in the next version. Um, we'll do it again because I mean, literally, you could just say, "Well, one of my top 10 breakdowns is Satisfactions, Death and Desire, the entire album."
Yeah, you could do that.
Right? That would be on there. All right. So the question to the audience, once again, and as always, what did we miss? What breakdowns did we not talk about? What are some of your favorite breakdowns that we didn't talk through here? We didn't really go into some of the deathcore stuff. We didn't go into some of the newer slam. This is all stuff that from the early aughts and mainly for us. Some rather new things, but what did we miss? Let us know. Newbreed_podcast, Twitter and Instagram, newbreedpodcast@gmail.com. Find us on r/new metal. Find us on our Facebook group and find us every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern for some reaction vids on YouTube. Until the next episode, it's Jay and Tim saying cheers.
Later.